I've received a couple of comments under my videos. Why don't you show the luminescence of your watches? Why don't you take night shots? Actually, I didn't do it in the past, but I try to do it in the future. This video is about a special video just about the luminescence. It's the Sinn Night Shot Challenge. Hello and welcome to Watch Maxie's Watch Videos. My name is Axel and I'm glad to have you on the show. If not yet done and you like my videos, now would be a perfect point to subscribe to my channel. You can do it in the lower right corner or at the end of the video at the upper right corner. One remark right outside any watch topic, I received a comment about my co-presenter in my videos, and let me move over to her. This is my dog. I call her Motte. Motte? She's pretty tired. We've been in the woods for 2 hours. Motte literally translates into moth. And she's a German short hair mix, which is about twice the size of a dachshund, if you know a dachshund. So just to clarify this one, but now let's move to the Night Shot Challenge. As mentioned, a couple of comments I received pointed into the same direction. Please show me the luminescence of your watch. Why don't you take night shots? And so on and so forth. I didn't do it in the past, but whenever the setting allows it, I'll do it in the future. I need to clarify one point. This video is not about the total, absolute luminescence and the power of the luminescence of the watches. It's just about the relation between the watches I selected. I can read nearly any of my watches after 4 or 5 hours of darkness with my eyes without glasses. So there is luminescence. The watches are still readable. In the video, it definitely looks different, and this is due to my equipment. I take all of my videos with my iPhone, and the night quality is pretty poor. So please apologize that I can read the watches. This is no statement about the absolute luminescence, but just the relation between the watches I show. Please keep it in mind when we move to the video. So this is my setup. I've taken 14 watches out of my collection, more or less randomly selected, just avoiding duplication of types and watches and faces. The only watch which is not a Sinn is number 7, which is a very inexpensive Casio for comparison purpose. They are not properly put into an order just because of I have some straps on them and just didn't want to overlap the watches with straps. If you want to take it sporty, press the pause button and leave a comment in the comment section which one is your favorite and which one you think is going to make it. But now let's move into the real development and see how the watches change over time. You can see at the number 14, the EZN3, the jumping second hand, any 10 seconds. Like you can do in number 3 and 5. These are the 2 1/4s which I have in my collection. And now you already see that the Casio is nearly invisible. The number 12, which is the 556 anniversary with the framed hands, is fading out as the number 6, the 903 ST does, which I personally had expected. Number 4 is my 856 UTC, quite an old watch with a luminescence which is not as convincing as for other watches. Surprisingly, the number 1, the UX, which is 11 years old, is a bit weak on the luminescence side. As mentioned, I can read the watch after a full night, but in this video it looks like it's completely dark. Is it not in real? The number 11, the U1, appears to be very weak, and it is definitely not as bright as others, but it's very long lasting and sufficient for me to read it throughout all night. If you look at the Axis 8, 9, 3, 5, which are the 103, the 857, 747, a special Lufthansa edition, Number 3 is the recently released 104 with the blue bezel blue dial and ebony markers. And the number 5 is a regular 104 with the gray dial. These 4 look pretty much as they could make the race. In the meantime, you see all the watches nearly disappeared, with the exception of number 14, the EZM3, which is perfectly legible throughout the night, but in this video it's already fading away. What was a surprise to me is that number 9, the 857, is losing the hour hand. You can still read the minute, but you can't see the hour hand. On the number 3, the blue 104, it's kind of vice versa, while number 5, the regular 104, is still readable in that video. But for me, the clear winner of that challenge is the 103. And for me, it's not really a surprise, because that is absolutely in line with my personal anticipation that the 103 is the best watch I have when it comes to luminescence and brightness throughout all night. So I do hope you enjoyed it. I'll show you a faster version of this one right away. So this overview will take about 40 seconds, and you can see it pretty fast changing from all very bright into fading away. I've enlightened all the watches with the torch and my video lights, so same conditions for all watches, and no surprise, there's no change in the winner, but it's better to see. Stay tuned and enjoy my other videos to come. Thanks for being on this show.